Yo, what's good with y'all, man? It's Airy, it's Gammas, and I'm back with another video. Now, before we get to the point of this video, as y'all can obviously tell, I have a new setup. I recorded like 3 videos, and I deleted them because of the same boring setup that I was always showing. So now that I have a new chair, I'm more comfortable because it's more presentable. But for this video, we're gonna be talking about something that I think it's very important, especially if you love sneakers in general. So we're gonna be talking about the different types of leather that Nike uses. You see we have these 5 different Air Forces next to me. The reason why I'm using Air Forces as a comparison is because that's the most common shoe in my collection, so I could bring out like different types of, materials that each one has and stuff like that, and I can actually use them to compare them. So I'm going to be speaking about the different types of leather that Nike uses and what you should look for when you're buying a Nike product, especially when they use this leather. So if you're like me, I take my materials and my quality very serious. For me, if the quality is off in the shoe, doesn't matter the colorway, it could be like my favorite 2 tones on the same shoe, I just won't like the shoe. And I have a couple of examples of that right here. Have y'all seen my review of the Kith Air Force One, which is them right here? The Kith Air Force One has very, very good quality leather. As y'all can see, I'm gonna show you a couple of close-ups that if you press on these shoes, you will see a lot of you can see the print. You can see it crease, and a lot of people think that's a bad thing, but that's actually the best type of leather, in my opinion, at least that you will see on Air Force Ones. So I've done the research online, and this type of leather is called supposedly top grain leather, and it's probably the best quality that Nike uses at the moment. I know a lot of other shoes like Cortezes and Blazers, they use this type of leather too on some models, on some type of colorways, and it's actually the best type that you will see. For the quality, this is a very good shoe. I'm in love with this type of quality, and I hope that Nike continues to use this more often actually. Now there are also other types of leather, this being corrected grain leather. I'm gonna show you a little bit of close-ups here. It doesn't have that same type of creasing effect, but as you can look closely, it's not any type of pores on the shoe, and it's actually very good too. I think I like the way that it fits. It's actually very comfortable, even though that has to do with the inside materials, but it feels good and it looks good on feet. If we move on, we have a very weird type of leather. I just want to touch on this one real quick because I haven't really seen this type of leather on any other shoes besides the Nike by You pairs. This is rippled leather. I know if you made your own shoes and you're kind of familiar with this is the one of 2 options. You either got the rippled leather or you got the normal leather. I don't really see Nike use this type of leather on really any other shoe that I can really remember that at least was hyped or something that had some type of recognition to it. I mean, if you're wondering before you buy it, it's literally what it says in the picture. It's just lines all over the place. I mean, it's not bad, but in my opinion, just use the normal leather. We're gonna move on to tumbled leather. A lot of you are familiar with tumbled leather. This right here, we have the all white tumbled leather Air Force One. It's a weird process that I heard. I'm not even gonna get to it. I don't wanna get too deep into how they make these types of leathers or type of materials because that'll just confuse a lot of people. And I don't even confuse myself. But tumbled leather is actually very durable. It looks nice on feet, nice and chubby. It's actually really nice. I like this type. There's a reason why I bought this one instead of the normal pair. So yeah, tumbled leather is actually very nice quality too. Now we get to the leather that I have beef with. It is the synthetic leather. This may look like a weird Air Force One, but this is actually the all-white Air Force One. They're pretty beat at this point. They're not beat, they're just old. They just normally got yellow on the midsole. And I painted it red a long time ago because I just didn't care. And I was gonna buy a new pair, but I don't want a new pair of these. So I'm just gonna use these as an example. I'm gonna show y'all close up. I don't know if you can see, but the pores all over the place. There is no type of creasing. The shoe doesn't react to me touching it at all, if you know what I mean. And the one thing about synthetic leather, in my opinion, is that it doesn't look good on feet at all. But if you put your feet inside of a shoe, it's supposed to fill in, and your feet's supposed to make the shoe look better. It's supposed to form around your feet to have it a good on-feet view. You know what I'm saying? The top's supposed to go up a little bit. This right here is supposed to go up. When I put my feet inside this shoe, even all these years, even before when I got this shoe, I felt like my feet were forming themselves to fit the shoe, not the shoe forming to fit my feet, if you know what I'm saying. It was very uncomfortable. It felt really stiff. I think years later, after, you know, it got a little soft on me. So I don't even remember how this fits honestly, but I remember after wearing it all those years, it just didn't really feel good. It felt like my feet were stuck inside 2 blocks. It was weird. But if I put my feet inside, let's say a Kith Air Force 1, you will see that the shape of the shoe will kind of change in a good way. It will actually look good on my feet. It will look good with jeans, short, doesn't matter. It's a lot of positives when it comes to good leather, good quality on shoes, in my opinion. Now, another thing that I notice with synthetic leather is the inconsistent looks. And what I mean by that is, if you go in the store or even go on an app and try to buy one of regular Air Force Ones, you will notice, well, at least I noticed, that they come in different shapes. Not about the colorway or none of that, but it will literally come in different shapes, in different positioning of the Nike check. It was just very inconsistent. I don't know what is up with that, but I think I could show you a couple pictures of this example, not only in the pictures that I'm going to show you, but I've also, like I said, noticed this in person, in hand. So it's another thing that's very weird, and something that if you like quality on your shoes, that it's kind of like you're gonna have to risk it looking good, or like you got to get lucky or something. The guy has to go back and Foot Locker and bring you a pair, and you have to hope that they bring you one that looks actually good with the check a little up, because some of them have like a weird thing where the check is too low or toe box is really flat. And this is a really weird thing that I think Nike should work on at this point. I don't know what's up with that. I think the Nike Dunk is also falling down in terms of quality, and that's something that kind of sucks, but I'm gonna leave that for another video for this time. They should stick to more upgrading instead of downgrading. I'm seeing these other shoes that they're just downgrading the materials, and yeah, I'm just really a fan of good quality, and I'm a big fan of when the shoe looks good and feels good, and that's the most important in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? So that's it, man. I think I just wanted to get all those quick points out of the way. So next time you go in the store, you want to buy another shoe, you know, hopefully it just brings a little insight to you and you get to see what's really the best price for something. Get what you pay for. That's the most important thing, because this should not be a thing anymore. I'm sorry. I've been talking about this for years to couple of my friends, and they all looking at me like I'm crazy, and maybe I do sound crazy, I ain't gonna lie, but I think I speak some facts, man. This is me. So anyways, man, that's it for the video. I hope y'all found it important, and I have a lot of reviews coming in the way. I know y'all see the new setup like I was talking about. I think I feel more comfortable now, so look out for the rest of the videos coming, man. They're gonna be really good. I have a couple more reviews, a couple of new cops, looking to do more, you know, monthly drops and stuff like that. And yeah, that's it, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one very soon, man. It's Airy, Gamus, Mo.